Baget. Woi, buku ba?
Ôi, có được cái số của nó.
Isidro Elementary School. Kawan Usulpo, Katarman Elementary School. San Isidro Elementary School. DAUIS Central Elementary School. Totolan Elementary School. Kawan Usulpo, Katarman Katarman Elementary School. Totolan Elementary School. San Isidro Elementary School. DAUIS Central Elementary School. Kamu bisa mengatakan itu aku. Kamu. Matigas Elementary School. Tabalong Elementary School. Ang apil na ilang mga barangay officials kay tanan eh. Tabalong Elementary School. O niya ay hukman lang sa singgit. Apil man ang mga lihok sa lawas. Tabalong Elementary School. Katarman Elementary School. DAUIS Central Elementary. Honorable Benjamin Umol Mariveles. Honorable Benjamin Umol Mariveles. Honorable Ororata Dolauta Mayakaba. Honorable Candido Bumani San Isidro. Honorable Melchor Ongolada Songkulan. Ikadua Barangay Kapitan Hatagis Kagsipang Papak na kaiso. Honorable Melchor Ongolada. Ang pag-usapan ng Barangay Kapitan sa Tabalong. Ilawang partisipasyon sa Tabalong. Tabalong! Sumayo. Honorable Rosario Arado sa Tinago. Gamay ang tingog sa Tinago, pure. At ang Muslim Tinago. Honorable Lago Romirazo sa Tumuan. ng white line kundi si Honorable Senfronio Giliana Jr. That our officials of the town of DAUIS deserve a resounding applause. A big hand for that, please. Thank you. Most sincerely, you may now go back to your seats. Thank you. Ako ay palagila ang sunod na hulog kanila karon sa atong batuan. Kanila mga kaisunan ang atong mga pangulo sa Department of Education, schools, ang atong DAUIS Central Elementary School na pinuyanan si Miss Martina Aguilar. At sundan siya sa atong pinuyanan sa Biking Elementary School, Romulan Caballo. Pagkasundan siya sa atong pinuyanan sa Biking Elementary School, si Jundel Dandila. Hello, sir. Good morning. Pagkasundan sa pinuyanan sa Katarman Elementary School, Estelita Hilar. Pagkasundan sa pinuyanan sa Baol Elementary School, Lelita Tilipo. Ang pinuyanan sa Mayakabang Elementary School, Lucia Kahana. Ang pinuyanan sa Sukuan Elementary School, Alif Million. O niya karon ang Tabalong Elementary School Representative, Julius Randises. Pinago Elementary School Representative, Zenaida Sardinas. Pinuyanan sa Maricoles Elementary School, Donabel Gatahan. Pinuyanan sa Totolan Elementary School, Virginia Estose. Ang atong supervisor sa DepEd DAUIS, walay ko niyang pinalangga nato na si Dr. Vitaliano Luca. O hindi na pag yung mga kaisunan, ang atong laing na pinugyan, atong nawatos masipang pakpak, walay kundi si Miss Agapita Lagumbay. Pinugyanan sa Biki. Tapos mga Agapita. Okay. Iyapod si Elmer Bezaras sa Tabalong High School, Miss Flora Vertoglazo of DAUIS High School. Kompleto na. Sugdan dyan ito kay salamat kayo lang masipag papaalam kanila. Under-Secretary of the DBM, Honorable Mario Relampagos, kikat sa nakayan sa Manila, maraming sulang kasikat ka. Kaugalino ni nato siya nagsuot, but he will be duly introduced in a little while. You have your budget officer, si Mr. Samuel Pinales, paglipod sa atong bantawan. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we give you 10 seconds to prepare. Palihog, sabiho na ito, kinihiro, na nasa kumangan. Pero, ay bumano, agapri sa kajugan. Kay happy kami magsunod. The leadership of our Chief of Police, Police Inspector Cesar Acompañado, I would like to present to you the police force of the town of DAUIS for the entrance of colors. Please rise. Hangyo ang banans, partido.
Good morning. Our keynote speaker and guest of honor is the youngest among the 7 children of Susimo and Maria Relampagos of Lord. Our keynote speaker and guest of honor is the Undersecretary of the Department of Budget and Management. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Honorable Mario Relampagos.
Thank you very much, Sam, for that very profound and lengthy introduction. Thank you. officials and employees of DAUIS local government unit, and other invited guests from other municipalities, officials of the national government agencies, anak taga-DAUIS o mga kaliwan, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Before I proceed, let me check if you can hear me. If I say hello, you say hi. Hello? Hi! Very good. Very clear, Mayor. Okay. So I would like to congratulate everyone, especially our Mayor here, for celebrating the 295th Foundation Day of DAUIS. I was supposed to have a PowerPoint presentation here, but since we cannot have it, I will try my best to explain slowly what I wanted to share with you this morning. So today, August 8th, we celebrate the Foundation Day of our town. I say our town because the house of my mother is just a stone throw from where we are standing now. Actually, it's over there. When I was still young, I can recall that my parents will send me here in DAUIS to be taught discipline. Kasi mga disiplina doon ng taga-DAUIS. I was here to be taught table manners. And of course, the most important thing, religious ceremonies here in DAUIS. But my most enjoyable moments as a child or as a young child like you here was running up and down sa grotto, sa likod sa simbahan, and roaming aimlessly around the church and the famous tulay of DAUIS. But climbing the stairs of the convento, if you have tried it, was for me like a practice of going up to heaven because it was very solemn to go up the stairs of the old convento. Going back to the celebration today, not only to a very few Dauisanos living today, especially the audience now who are very young, the original declaration from the Spanish authorities carried only the year 1720, or roughly 200 years from the arrival of Magellan in the country, with a population of only 9,141. And today, according to the mayor, vice mayor, the voters alone in DAUIS will number already 47,000. It was only in 2012, during the incumbency of the mayor, Jimmy Jimenez, that August 8 was declared as the town's Foundation Day through the strength of a Sangguniang Bayan resolution, foremost reason of which was the proximity of the town fiesta. The town's history dates back to the year 1593, which we call as the Spanish era, when the Spanish colonizers, spearheaded by Jesuit order, arrived in what is known now as DAUIS. After initial evangelization and conversions of natives of DAUIS to the Catholic faith, the parish was established in 1697 that installed the Virgin of Assumption as the parish patron saint and still is up to the present. The big names of here in DAUIS between 1720 and 1990 include the first, what we call mayor today, Mr. Bruno Clarin. We had Eusebio Sembolado, we have Telesforo Luciliano, Emilio Neri, Bernabe Reyes, and Alfonso Rumuga, and Aniceto Migrino, who according to my research team of Rene Luciliano and Pepe Bunachita, is a great-grandfather of our Honorable Governor today. These names are the great names and institutions in DAUIS in those years. And I'm sure you here, as the offspring of these great men, are very proud to be related with them. But I am more definitely sure that if we also make a study of the various local chief executives of DAUIS after this period of 1720 up to 1920. There are names who are equally great as that, or even stand out or surpass this name, who in their own rights will become also institutions in the LGU of DAUIS. Per the records of the National Archives, DAUIS became a town, a political subdivision in 1720 with Mr. Bruno Barry as his first mayor. In 1883, Bernabe Reyes, a member of the Spanish Ilustrado, who incidentally is a DAUISano, was appointed by the Spanish authorities as the first Gobernador General of Bohol. Being a powerful DAUISano, Oyo Abel, as the Governor Hispanico, endorsed the candidacy of Telesforo Loquiliano, who was then elected as the town's 5th mayor in 1894 to 1900 as his first term. After which term, Telesforo Loquiliano was appointed as the first municipal judge of DAUIS under Mayor Emilio Neri in 1906 to 1909. It was in this period of the town's history that economic hardships were experienced, culminating in a letter from the insular government, or what we call now the national government, stating among others that the town will be reverted to a barrio and will be annexed to Tagbilaran after the next election term if the downward trend in the economy and in the municipal treasury will not be rectified. So you almost lost your municipality during those times. But why do I cite this period? The significance of this period was the cash-struck municipal treasury, or an event what we call as a fiscal risk that is anathema pyramid today of Lambo DAUIS. If you look at the thing today, Lambo DAUIS is now the big challenge of the LGU of DAUIS. First significance of that event, way back 1900, DAUIS ran the risk of being deleted as a municipality in the Philippines. Second, if this event happened today, if it happened only today, the national government will come to the rescue of DAUIS and provide the financing requirements. Modern day DAUIS should study this experience in the framework of fiscal risk matrix. Fiscal risk can be direct, contingent, implicit, or explicit, but we are not going to discuss it here today. We will be asking the Department of Finance to help us on this. But the solution then, if I continue the story at the time, that was adopted by our predecessors was very unorthodox and short of self-denial. I would not know if this can be an option of the politicians today, but I'm sure it is not impossible. There are political leaders who will consider this option. What we did at that time was this story. The efforts of Judge and ex-mayor Telesforo Loquiliano should be highlighted because it was through his initiative that he persuaded ex-governor Bernabe Reyes to run in a lower office as a mayor, knowing fully well that it was only he who can save the town's dwindling economy and municipal treasury. Being a good friend and ex-house neighbor on what is now named Circulado Street, after the town's 4th mayor, Eusebio Circulado, that runs from the present tennis court up to the cemetery, the ex-governor agreed to run for mayor and won easily during 1909 to 1912. And as planned, he plowed back his own personal salary back to the municipal treasury. Who would do this nowadays? Your salary will be given back to the government, saving the much needed cash for the town. Not only that, he also agreed to shoulder the salaries of the employees and the police of the town during his term. Imagine that, how great man was Bernabé Reyes. It would be safe to say that Oyong Abel and Porong Loquillano saved the town from being annexed to Tagbilaran, or to call this event during modern term, using modern term, from disenfranchising the DAUISanos are residents of a municipality. After Oyong Abel's saving term as mayor and to sustain the growth of the municipality, Oyong Abel endorsed again Porong Loquillano for a second term and won as mayor in 1912 to 1915. It was in his second term that Porong Loquillano exhausted every means of raising revenues for the town, not being as affluent as Bernabé Reyes, who shelled out personal cash for public use. And in this last term, he hatched a comprehensive plan for the implementation of real estate tax system to stabilize the town's economy's sustainability. So from here, we are looking at the backdrop of your day-to-day Lambu DAUIS. Moving forward to 2008 to 2013, if we can only show it on the screen, how the LG of DAUIS fared financially and see some elemental indicators to support the Lambu DAUIS. Using the annual financial report of COA, we could see that the balance sheet of DAUIS is very healthy. As for you who are very familiar, a balance sheet will show the assets, the liabilities, and equity of the local government of DAUIS. And the question here, if you look at this, are there lurking again fiscal risks arising from obligations or contingent liabilities that the LGU will be facing? So that event that happened in 1906 will not happen again. You will know that the growth of the assets of the municipality increased from 57 million to 102 million over a period of only 5 years. And its liabilities are very low. It was only 19 million in 2013. And while it is low in terms of absolute figure, the trend in terms of growth is faster at 17% annually. So this financial picture shows a very conservative way of fiscal management. However, in the same breath, we have to ask if DAUIS is exposed to greater fiscal risk and uncertainties than ever before. Perhaps we will ask the budget officer, Mr. Pinales, should put himself into his study unless he is willing to do a Bernabé Reyes approach to donate his salary back to the municipal treasury. He should address all sources of fiscal risk if LG DAUIS is to avoid sudden fiscal instability and to realize long-term policy objectives. Another traditional indicator whether our Lambu DAUIS will have greater chances of success is the income statement of the LGU of DAUIS. As you know, income statement will also show to you the revenue collections, the expenditures of the town, as well as the income, net income, or net loss of the municipality. The question we should ask is whether the financial statement indicates that would require keeping projected expenditures down to avoid fiscal instability and thus deprive you of the needed public service. Again, I would like to ask Mr. Penales to advise our Honorable Mayor Sumailo of the projected revenue and expenditures of DAUIS in order not to deprive the DAUISanos of the needed quality public service. Finally, if we look at the cash balances ending for each year, it's very good. In fact, the cash balances ending each fiscal year is enough to pay off all the liabilities of the LGU if that is needed. However, I would say, the design of government programs should take into account the volatility of public financing requirements and the impact of the programs on the government's overall risk exposure. What happened in 1906 may pale in comparison to the virus risk exposures that the LGUs are facing today. Earlier, Mayor Sumailo presented to you the status of the fiscal affairs of DAUIS, and she mentioned a lot of programs and projects that have been accomplished, and they are as well as those she's going to pursue. So in this context of plans and programs compared against the financial condition of DAUIS should be properly studied. Again, the importance of what I said way back in 1900 and those figures in 2008 to 2013 is relevant to your claim, Lambo DAUIS, if you want this to be pursued. Lambo DAUIS will have greater probability of success if you play your cards well, given this financial condition. But more than the financial conditions, it is very important that the local leaderships of DAUIS is very strong and should come together in all stakeholders to focus on 3 outcomes. You know, LGUs will be given more role in the development of the locality. And if you have to assume this role of development, then there must be 3 outcomes that the mayor, the local officials, as well as all the members of the community of DAUIS should focus on. The first outcome you should focus on is what we call fiscal outcome. When we say fiscal outcome, it involves fiscal discipline. Simply meant that the LGU should live within its means. Expenditures should be within total revenues, and if needed, within manageable borrowing capability while assessing its risks. Again, as provided in the local government code, the LGU must strictly follow this. And if LGU DAUIS to borrow, it must have clear understanding and control of the attendant risk of borrowing money. The second item under fiscal outcome is strategic allocation of resources, which requires prior identification of program priorities, both short-term and long-term. This would be a good planning effort to be able to identify real priorities that the people of DAUIS need. The local chief executive and mayor may have her priorities, and the people may have their own expectations from the mayor. The art of reconciling these 2 sets of priorities is the crux of the matter. And the third item is what we call operational efficiency. That means timely delivery of public service to all the Wisanos at the cost that we can afford without sacrificing the quality and the quantity needed by the people. In short, we should look at the timeliness of public service, the quantity of the public service, as well as the quality of public service that we are enjoying from the LGU. The second outcome that the LGU should focus on, together with all the stakeholders in DAUIS, is what we call social outcome. And when we say social outcome, it involves transparency, accountability of the local government officials to the citizens of DAUIS, and participatory process by all citizens of DAUIS in the phases of planning, budgeting, and monitoring our programs. This is necessary to ensure that there is compliance with regulations, aside from participation in decision-making by all stakeholders. And again, I will throw this as a challenge not only to the local officials of the LGU of DAUIS, but also to all the NGOs and civil society organizations in DAUIS to support the local officials of DAUIS to achieve this second outcome of social outcome that involves accountability. Finally, in addition to fiscal outcome and social outcome, is the operational outcome, which is very important to you as citizens. You should be concerned on this operational efficiency, because the quality of service, the quantity of service, the timeliness of public service that will reach you will depend largely on the technical capability of the officials and employees of the LGU of DAUIS. So it is very important that the LGU of DAUIS should have officials, employees that have sufficient technical capability and have all the systems and procedures and manuals to capacitate them to deliver excellence in the delivery of service to all DAUISanos. Before I end my presentation, let me state this, that in everything you do, local officials or the community, results must be in your mind when you do planning, budgeting, and monitoring evaluation. Think of results, results, and results. All stakeholders should know that what was planned, implemented, and the results resulting benefits should be reported to all DAUISanos. So given this, I would like therefore to challenge all of you, today's anniversary and the years to come, to pursue your faith to be today, as you said it, Lambu DAUIS. And I would like to support you on these efforts in whatever capacity I have. So in closing, let me give you or share with you my quotation. In budgeting process, good morning, Congressman. In budgeting for progress, dili lang magkwenta o mag-istorya, kinahanglan na adjud resulta. Daghang salamat.
We would like to request the Honorable Undersecretary to please stay on center stage. Honorable Undersecretary, we are going to honor you in our own very humble way. So we would like to request the Honorable Undersecretary to please stay on center stage. And we would like to request the Honorable Mayor to please be with us here together with the Honorable Vice Mayor. And